I need a target. Locked and loaded. You have a target? Here there. Off with you. Watch your back.
I had a month's
Very
worth
good.
of dried meat salted and locked away for the cold season. Kept it locked so the bears wouldn't get it. But while I was off hunting deer, that beast, Old Icebeard, made off with the meat locker. He won't be able to smash through that Memoria, though. But I'll starve him. You seem a bit more stealthy. In and out of that cave after this bum leg of mine.
What's on your mind? Off with you. Interest you on a pint?
What a kind soul you are, adventurer. Thanks to your bravery, I won't find myself starving
Watch
when the
your
cold
back.
season flurries blow in.
You got my attention?
Bellow Fizz needs some of my Evershine.
Good. Talk to me.
I have a cask of Evershine
Off
handy.
with you.
Can you do me a favor? Brunel's village
Your
could use
feet
a
on
hand
the
against the
ground.
wild animals that wander the nearby snows. Sometimes they wander close. We're not afraid of these bears and cats and boars. No self-respecting dwarf would be. But if you can take care of those animals for us, then we'd have more time for our crafting and brewing. I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it. I just need to find the right recipe. The Frostmane trolls grow a plant, shimmerweed, high up in the hills to the east. They use it in their strange tribal rituals. We dwarves haven't found much use for it, but it has a
Goblin guys with elaborate, fantastic deals. We've got a treasure trove of products to explore. Ready, set, let's embark on
Those
this
Thunder
shopping
Brews make
adventure.
some good drinks. But they
Feeling
need
the
to
hunger
learn that
of a
theirs isn't the
warrior?
only decent brew.
Head to Quint's Good
That lesson.
Oh,
Here's
chef's
the
so
barrel of
tender,
garlic
it's only
scalded.
a question if you're
Sneak into
chewing
the
it all.
basement of the Thunder Brew
Eat like a
distillery in
champion
Taran
and
or
stoke the
swig
fires
one
of your
their
inner
barrels
beast.
of Thunder Ale.
Salutations,
Then we'll see how their
seekers of
patrons
knowledge.
like my
The
brew
Arcane
over
Wonders
theirs.
Academy invites
And if
you
the barrels
to
are
unlock the
guarded,
secrets of the
then you
arcane
might
art.
have to distract the
Our
guard.
distinguished instructors will guide you in harnessing the power of magic, just as we have done for generations. Join us and embrace your destiny as a master. I mean, student of the arcane.
Oh, you bearded kin! Think your beard's lacking that mountain shine? That big beard oils is what you need. Made from the finest mountain herbs and a touch of dwarven ale. Our Nixon shows a beer worthy of a ballad. Try it, and maybe next time in the tavern, we'll be raising a toast to your splendid whiskers.
more than just static. It's Everlook radio magic.
Welcome to Turtle WoW News' Community Bulletin, Radio Edition. I'm your host, Rograg Fishlayer, here to bring you all the community news and updates on events going on in your community, for the player and by the player, for the week of October 7th, 2024. A story came across my desk that I wanted to share of a particular player and their insane journey to level 60. A trusted source reported to the news station that a player by the name of Eludiel attained level 60 while simultaneously doing the hardcore, vagrant, war mode, and exhaustion challenge. Sadly, I have been able to confirm little about this story, though I was able to discern that this person plays a night elf hunter and indeed did attain the immortal status. If you know more about Eludiel and their journey, or anyone undertaking a similar amount of challenges, I'd love to hear your tale. Everyone loves an underdog story. In other achievement news, one of the oldest raiding guilds on the server, Thunder Ale Brewing Company, better known as Tab C, celebrated a true milestone of crafting 3 legendary weapons all on October 6th. The lucky recipients were Chills Mage getting Atiesh, Great Staff of the Guardian, Earth Boy forged Sulphurous Hand of Ragnaros, and Svemoguchi defeated Thunderan for their very own Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. According to Braska, who provided this report, this was Tabsi's 34th Thunder Fury and 15th Atiesh. This guild's history goes as far back as the origins of Turtle WoW, and they might very well be celebrating their 6th anniversary soon. It's great to see such a proud continued legacy still alive and well on Nordinar. Over in the RP world, this last weekend the Wolfskull clan helped out a member of the Royal Apothecary Society retrieve stolen goods. According to Post, it seems their leader Zorazar is being held by some kind of sleeping spell. Perhaps this errand might earn them a panacea for what ails their slumbering leader. Horde members are always welcome at Wolfskull gatherings, so keep an eye out for the next one. Over in the Shimmering Flats, where gnomes and goblins test their engineering prowess in tests of speed, a recent disappearance of 2 racers has caught the attention of the Anvil Breakers. They have been contracted to find the 2 missing racers before the tenuous peace between the gnomes and goblins turns from drag racing to technological warfare. This event will be happening on the 8th at 5:55 p.m. server time, and all people of good intentions are welcome. Contact Rowan Adams or Hunter Rowan for more details. Coming up on the 10th, the Sons of Lothar are mobilizing what seems to be a search and rescue operation in the murky lands of Dustwallow Marsh. Following reports of missing patrols and witness testimonies of bodies partially devoured, rumor has it a great beast stalks the swamp just on the edge of the lands near Theramore. This event is due to happen on Thursday at 5 p.m. Make sure to get in touch with a representative from Sons of Lothar to get set up with a character sheet to fully participate in the event. Whether it's roleplay events, pugs, or just general fun, Turtle WoW is more than a game, it's a community. So do your part in continuing that legacy by getting involved. I've been Rograg Fishlayer, wishing you all a fun week on the server. Loktar Ogar.
Hey folks, looking to give your business a little boost? Give Everlook Broadcasting Co. a shout. We got ears everywhere. And speaking of, check out these awesome products our pals are offering. Ever get stuck behind a torrent in a narrow hallway? It's like waiting for a parade float to pass. Move it, buddy.
Is your goblin-made machinery acting up again? Fear not. With the Duratar Labor Union's Goblin Safety Whistle, you can alert everyone in a 10-mile radius. Earplugs and spontaneous running advised.
Rise and shine, champions. It's Zappo on your dial. Remember, a setback is just a setup for a comeback. Unless you're trying to solo a dragon, then maybe bring a friend.
Great! I can't wait to use these in some of my recipes. There's one in particular I think it'll work great in. Thank you, adventurer. It'll be nice to work our crafts without hearing so many growls and snorts outside the village. Here's your cask of Evershine, adventurer. And again, thank you for the hunting. Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty. For me, you're a true hero, adventurer. Adventurer! Oh, I didn't think you'd have much trouble finding the place. My directions are excellent, you know. Let me just finish up my report there. There. Well, aha. Now, this certainly is funny. I don't suppose, adventurer, that you would mind doing one last favour for me? Excellent! Take my report to Senator Baron Redstone. He's a sour type, so don't let his less than sunny disposition get to you. He's in Ironforge, in the chamber where King Magni holds court. Don't know the way to Ironforge? Take the road out of Caranus North, cross the bridge, then follow the road east. There are large banners flanking the road up the mountainside. By the way, if you might avoid mentioning how you assisted me. Can't let them think I'm not working hard out here, you know? Rejold Barley Brew at Brunel Village has been asking for you. He wants to talk to you about a new drink he's been brewing. Said something about you helping him with it? You might want to head back to Brunel Village and see what he has to say. There could be some free booze in it for you. Yes, this will do just fine. I think I'll open a bottle right now and have a taste.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Hey, Zappo here, spinning a yarn about my trip to Wailing Caverns. Thought I'd offer guided tours, but the wildlife had other ideas. The deviate pythons thought my hat was a tasty
What's on your
appetizer.
mind?
It took a Tauren druid to shoo him away.
See
Note
you
to
soon.
self, next time bring a bigger hat.
Authority of the king! Has Magni taken complete leave of his senses? And that damnable Whitebeard taken matters into his own hands, has he? The Senate will not be pleased to hear about this, not one bit. What, are you still here? Go before I call the guards.
Watch your back.
Hi, how are you? Have a great day now.
You want to be trained in the use of a weapon, do you? Well, don't stand there slack-jawed. Speak up, laddie.
Well, hi there. Are you here to learn the proper technique of a new weapon?
You got my attention.
The Dark Moon Fair is coming. Be sure to experience all the wonders and excitement of it when it comes to town. If you act right now, you can redeem this voucher for free prize tickets. Just hand your voucher to Gelvus Grimgate, located inside the carnival. Right now, the fair is outside Goldshire in the Elwyn Forest. Don't miss out. Go today.
Hey, Azeroth, hold on to your helms, because it's that time again. Everlook Broadcasting Co. is about to drop the hottest deals and products of the week. If you got something to sell, why aren't you on the list? And now, roll the adverts.
Hey, is this thing on? Crummy broadcast tech.
Hey, listen up! I don't have much time. Don't believe everything you hear on the radio, folks. Goblins making a service that's free? Something's gotta be up. This is...
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty.
old hatreds, the colonization of Kalimdor. Though victory was theirs, the mortal races found themselves in a world shattered by war. The Scourge and the Burning Legion had all but destroyed the civilizations of Lordaeron, and had almost finished the job in Kalimdor. They were forced to heal, grudges to bury, and homelands to settle. The war had wounded each race deeply, but they had selflessly banded together to attempt a new beginning, starting with the uneasy truce between the Alliance and the Horde. Thrall led the orcs to the continent of Kalimdor, where they founded a new homeland with the help of their Tauren brethren. Naming their new land Durotar after Thrall's murdered father, the orcs settled down to rebuild their once glorious society. Now that the demon curse was ended, the Horde changed from a warlike juggernaut into more of a loose coalition, dedicated to survival and prosperity rather than conquest. Aided by the noble Tauren and the cunning trolls of the Darkspire tribe, Thrall and his orcs looked forward to a new era of peace in their own land. The remaining Alliance forces, under Jaina Proudmoore, settled in southern Kalimdor. Off the eastern coast of Duskwallow Marsh, they built the rugged port city of Theramore. There, the humans and their dwarven allies worked to survive in a land that would always be hostile to them. Though the defenders of Durotar and Theramore kept a tentative truce with one another, the fragile colonial serenity was not meant to last. The peace between the orcs and humans was shattered by the arrival of a massive Alliance fleet in Kalimdor. The mighty fleet, under the command of Grand Admiral Daelin Proudmoore, Jaina's father, had left Lordaeron before Arthas had destroyed the kingdom. Having sailed for many grueling months, Admiral Proudmoore was searching for any Alliance survivors that he could find. Proudmoore's armada posed a serious threat to the stability of the region. As a renowned hero of the Second War, Jaina's father was a staunch enemy of the Horde, and he was determined to destroy Durotar before the orcs could gain a foothold in the land. The Grand Admiral forced Jaina to make a terrible decision: support him in battle against the orcs and betray her newfound allies, or fight her own father to maintain the fragile peace that the Alliance and the Horde had finally attained. After much soul-searching, Jaina chose the latter and helped Thrall defeat her crazed father. Unfortunately, Admiral Proudmoore died in battle before Jaina could reconcile with him, or prove that the orcs were no longer bloodthirsty monsters. For her loyalty, the orcs allowed Jaina's forces to return home safely to Theramore.
Good evening, ladies and gentle elves. I'm Malix Gnomes, and we have officially taken over the Everlook broadcasting station to bring you the unadulterated truth about everything. It won't surprise you to know that we live under the boot and heel of tyrants every single day of our miserable lives before we are eventually entombed in dirt. But did you know that when we die, we actually feed the soul of a giant demon inside Azeroth? Oh yes, it's true. You may have seen signs of this demonic presence throughout your travels. Giant weapons left by its predecessors, massive skulls that could easily have been the parents, but have you ever drilled down into the core of Azeroth? I have. And in my perilous journey to the center of our world, I discovered quite a few things that might surprise. Not the least of which is the demonic entity that lies at its very core. You might expect that if you dig deep enough, you will find a molten core at Azeroth Center. The Gnomish Corps of Engineers has often speculated that Azeroth Center must be made of molten magma, but did they ever go there? No! But I did. Listen, friends, it was a perilous journey that only a truth seeker like Malix Gnomes can endure. Pressure of the sheer volumes of dirt pressing against the reinforced glass of my super drill baby Drill 9000 was nothing compared to the sweat pouring from my brow, expecting the very glass to melt from the inevitable onslaught of heat from molten stone everyone told me would wash over. But no, there was no magma. There was no heat. And the dirt gave way. And there I was, floating in the center of Azeroth itself, somehow unaffected by gravity or any other force. Well, almost. My trusty SDBD-9K began to spin uncontrollably. As the G's of force began to pull the blood into my legs and feet, I started to black out. With the edges of my vision swimming and turning black, I gradually reversed the torque of the drill and countered the spin, bringing it to a slow halt. And there, before me, it was. A massive, pulsating fetus. Its long umbilical cord was wrapped around an impossibly bright white light. I donned my darkened goggles and tried to study the shape of the massive beast. A thick crystalline, but somehow flexible shell surrounded it. It was clear as freshly cooled glass, but sparkled like silver glitter in the sun. Within the fetal sac, the massive fetus floated and seemed to dance, turning in all directions, swaying its massive arms and legs to propel itself. As my trusty drill moved towards it, the sheer enormity of the monstrous being became all the more apparent. Much like the fetal sac, its skin was a translucent, rocky crystal. The closer I got, the more clear it became that it had not one heart, but three, each of a different color. A gently throbbing blue, a glowing green, and a shimmering red. These pumped its colored blood throughout its body, from its monstrous, untoed feet to its ginormous skull-like head. And there,
Not bad,
upon its
adventurer.
head,
Did you
two
have a hard
black
time getting
voids,
past their guard?
darker than the
No
largest
matter.
span between
Many
two
thanks.
stars
And
in the
if you're
sky,
ever in need of
stared
stout
into
with a
my
kick,
very soul,
don't
and I
forget
heard
the
it
barley
speak
brews.
a single sentence.
Adventure!
My time
You know that
has
shimmer
not
weed
yet
you brought me?
come.
Well,
Enjoy your
I used
petty
it in a
life
few
while you
recipes
still
I've been
can.
working on, and one of them turned out great.
It held its
Here,
hand up
try it
towards
out
me.
And tell me what you think.
Palm out.
I'd like my
And
brother
suddenly,
Wellart to try my
I
new
was
shimmer
nowhere.
stout. He's a
I
mountaineer,
experienced the
stationed in the
ice-cold
southern guard
oppression of
tower,
nothingness
one of
all
two
around me.
towers on the border
No
to Loch
light,
Modan.
no
He may not be a
sound,
brewer like
just
the rest of us barley brews, but he
nothing.
loves his drinks, and I know
For
he'll
a
like
moment,
this one. Can you
I
bring
thought
him
I
this
was
barrel
dead.
of shimmer stout for me?
But just as suddenly, poof! I was falling from the sky into a snowy bank just outside the Everlook broadcasting station. The impression the demon had left upon me, the doom that is so obviously coming. I knew this tale had to be told, though no one will believe it. But now you know, friends. Now you know. Until next time, keep your minds open, your hearts protected, and if you can hear this, you are a keeper of truth.
Hey there, all you funky folks in Azeroth. This is your Goblin DJ, Zappo Zapblast, bringing you the wackiest weather forecast in all of Kalimdor and the Eastern Kingdoms. So, grab your dancing shoes and get ready for a wild ride. Starting off in Kalimdor, we got the Barrens. Now, this place is so hot it could make a fire elemental sweat. Expect scorching temperatures and sandstorm that have you exfoliating faster than a troll shedding its own skin. So don't forget your sunscreen, folks, or you end up looking like a crispy critter. Moving on to the Thousand Needles, where the weather is as unpredictable as a goblin's get-rich scheme. 1 minute you'll be baking in the sun, the next you'll be dodging lightning bolts and hailstones the size of murlocs. Better bring an umbrella and a lightning rod just to be safe. Ah, the Tanaris Desert, where the sun is hotter than a dragon's breath. This place is so dry, you'll be begging for a water elemental to give you a shower. It's like living in a convection oven, folks, so make sure you hydrate and wear your coolest shades. And remember, if you see a mirage, it's probably just a goblin trying to sell you something. Now, let's shimmy over to the Eastern Kingdoms, starting with the lovely Elwyn Forest. Here, the weather is as charming as a gnome's tinkering invention. Expect gentle breezes, chirping birds, and the occasional drizzle that'll make the flowers bloom brighter than a night elf's hair. It's a perfect spot for a romantic picnic or a gnome's tea party. Next up, we got the Burning Steppes, where the weather is hotter than a molten core boss battle. This place is so fiery, it'll turn your armor into puddle. Expect lava showers, volcanic eruptions, and the occasional rogue fire elemental party. Better pack your fire resistance gear and bring marshmallows, cause it's gonna get toasty. Last but not least, we have the Swamp of Sorrows. Now, don't let the name fool you, folks, cause this place is a hoot. Expect fog thicker than a dwarf's beard, sudden downpours that'll have you swimming with the murlocs, and mosquitoes the size of Tauren. Better bring some bug spray and a good sense of humor, cause you'll need it. Alrighty folks, that's all for today's weather forecast from your favorite goblin DJ, Zappo Zapplaz. Remember, no matter the weather, keep dancing, keep smiling, and keep the goblin spirit alive. Stay funky, Azeroth. Greetings, folks. It's time for a whirlwind tour of the fantastic world of advertising. Brought to you by yours truly. Get ready to discover unique products and services that'll tickle your fancy.
Greetings, noble guardians of the woods. In a realm where time stands still and trees listen, why settle for mundane ways of communication? Introducing the Whispered Word Service. Send your thoughts, secrets, or simple alone be with you through our ethereal wisp couriers. Silent, swift, and shimmering, they carry your messages across the forests and glades of Azeroth. Be warned, always be polite and courteous to our wisp messengers. Fail to respect their delicate nature, and you may find your treasured wool buffs mysteriously vanished. Let's just say, wisps have a certain explosive personality when offended.
Well, hello there, magic enthusiasts. Arcane Aura Potions, where alchemy meets elven sophistication. Each drop of our potions resonates with the arcane's harmonious energy. Sip and feel the magic flow through you. Because when it comes to elixirs, we make magic look as effortless as an elven waltz.
Get an edge in the arena with our state-of-the-art Goblin Gladiatorial Goggles TM, now with target tracking and snack reminders, because in the midst of battle, who does not want a snack?
Cogs are in perfect accordance with positive schematics for the recombobulation device. Once you add some hydro lubricant to the inner combustion pistons, adjust the cranker ratchet and increase of the viscosity of the electrogum jet. The nose race will be as good as new.
Hey there, listeners. Zappo tuning in with some elvish escapades. Let's talk tall trees, pointy ears, and unexpected plunges. Once I spent a week in Darnassus, trying to understand their culture. Did you know they don't appreciate being called pointy-eared tree huggers? Learned that the hard way when they gave me an express trip off Teldrassil. Who knew it took a solid 5 minutes to reach the water? Good thing I wore my floaties. up, hold on to your helms,
The
because
light
it's
be
that
with you,
time
adventurer.
again.
How can I help
Everlook
you?
Broadcasting Co. is about to drop the hottest deals and products of the week. If you got something to sell, why aren't you on the list? And now, roll the adverts.
Hey, is this thing on? Crummy broadcast tech. Hey, listen up. I don't have much time. Don't believe everything you hear on the radio, folks. Goblins making a service that's free? Something's gotta be up. This is...
Is your goblin-made machinery acting up again? Fear not. With the Duratar Labor Union's goblin safety whistle, you can alert everyone in a 10-mile radius. Earplugs and spontaneous running advised.
folks, looking to give your business a little boost? Give Everlook Broadcasting Co. a shout. We got ears everywhere. And speaking of, check out these awesome products our pals are offering.
Do you find brews from other lands a wee bit watery? Time to upgrade with Grimbo's Thunder Brew Stout Collection. Warning, don't plan any dungeon raids after a pint. Or 5.
Worried about Worgens in Gilnea City? Fret not. Our Gilnea City werewolf whistles will keep them at bay. Or, at least, they'll find it slightly annoying. Buy 2 and get a silver-coated toothpick for free.
Why bathe in mundane water when you can elevate your experience with our arcane bubble bath? Sourced from the magical springs of the Eversong Woods and infused with the finest mana crystals, you'll emerge not just clean, but ethereally invigorated. You'll walk out feeling so magical, you'll think you can cast Fireball.
light protect you this day.
What brings you here? Good luck,
Off with you. What do you need directions to? Which profession trainer would you be looking for? Oh, you want to learn to pick some daisies, do you? Ha! I'm just teasing you, laddie. A fine profession it is, and Raina Stonebranch can show you how it's done. She works at the Iron Forge Physician on the southern side of the Great Forge.
Why would anyone live in Dorotar? It's so hot. I tried sunbathing there once. I turned greener. It's like nature's oven.
Don't let the beady eyes and bushy beard fool you. Boser's a talented apprentice and a good friend, even if I do get a crick in my neck when I talk to him.
Avast you scallywag. Are you looking for work? We got a serious rat problem down here and not enough hands on the poop deck. What do you say? All you needs to do is take this here rat-catching flute and play the melody around the vermin. They'll follow ye to the end of the world. Just capture 5 of the little buggers and bring them back here. We need them alive.
Welcome to Market Watch Radio Edition for the week of October 7th, 2024. I'm your market analyst, Vrograg Fischler. All our data is gathered from numbers provided by WildAuctions.net, the industry leader in auction house reports. I throw it all together to make indexes of various market sectors, as well as the S&P 200, an index of the 200 biggest and most influential commodities in the economy. First, to tell a bit.
You don't want to taste no
The
sour
Alliance
rat
S&P
kebab.
200 fell by 10 silver this week to
runs a
5
rat
gold
kebab
21.
operation on the other
The
side of
Ford
Deep Run.
likewise fell by 25 silver and
trainer
finished
rats
it
to
at
him
a
before
similar
they go
5 gold
bad.
19.
Get a move on.
Seeing the
You
two
ever ridden a tram
factions
before,
back in
right?
lockstep
It's
following
easy.
apparent
Just step
wild
aboard
market
when you arrive and
fluctuations on the
enjoy
Ford
the
side
ride.
is a
And
good
keep your
sign
arms and
that
legs
more
inside
lower
your
value
right.
items are being
Best
stocked
legs
once
for
again
life.
on the Horde market. Though both markets softened a little, the overall stability is a good sign for a healthy economy. On the Alliance profession markets, the indexes were a mixed bag. Mining and enchanting were both down 11% to 2 gold 61 and 6 gold 75 respectively. Fishing dropped a more substantial 29% off the back of a weakening stone scale eel market. Tailoring at 87 silver and herbalism at 1 gold 8 remained flat this week, under 8% of variation. Skinning gained some ground in trading, up 41% to 1 gold 40. For the Horde profession markets, some instability was seen, but likewise was just as varied as the Alliance. Tailoring jumped from 81 silver to finish the week at 1 gold 30, a 38% increase. Fishing and herbalism remained flat, though both had upward price movement midweek. Skinning and mining were the two weakest performing indexes for the Horde. Mining lost 23% to finish at 1 gold 15, and skinning dropped a full gold down to 1 gold 40. Over on Nordinar, the S&P 200 started the week losing ground with a weekly low of 9 gold 32, but thanks to a late week rally, recovered much of its losses and finished the week at 9 gold 74, only a 2% loss. The Nordinar market remains a robust and dynamic one, showing little signs of instability overall. In professions, there were some winners this week. Mining was up 15%, tailoring gained 23%. Enchanting appreciated by 8%, and even herbalism showed some small upward trajectory, gaining 3%. Fishing gained nearly a full gold following a midweek slump, but traded flat on the week at 14 gold 92. Skinning dropped 10% due to softening demand for various colors of dragon scales. For a market forecast, we see that last month fishing is down 11%, but this week's recent rally might indicate lingering unmet demand for fish and the various reagents they are needed for in raid. So fishers might want to pay extra attention to the markets this upcoming week. Though this week did see some improvements in herbalism markets, the general index is still indicating that there is still a downward trend, which means buy those herbs while they're still cheap. And finally, in an interesting observation, for the last 30 days, the S&P 200 is actually on an upward trend on Nordinar. A month ago to date, the index was yielding as low as 8 gold 55, but is now at 9 gold 74. That is a 20% growth. This could be the beginning of a new market boom in anticipation for 1.17.2. For now, many investors are already holding inventory they hope to make profit off of come the next patch, but the market seems to already be warming up. That's all the time we have for this week's Market Watch. I hope you found some of the information here useful. Make sure to use wowauctions.net for all of your own market research. Remember to keep an eye on your coin, otherwise someone else will for you. Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Centuries ago, long before the invasion of the Orcish Horde, a mighty tower was erected in the ravine now known as Deadwind Pass. Aegwin, former guardian growing distrustful of the Council of Griswald, used it as a means to hide and birth a child away from their watchful eyes. That child would grow to become the Prophet Medivh, last guardian of Griswald and the sorcerer responsible for opening the Dark Portal. While finding his demise within the tower at the hands of the Lion of Stormwind Anduin Lothar, his apprentice Khadgar, and the Alf-Orc Arona, the presence of the wizard can still be felt throughout Azeroth itself. Ever since, the tower is believed to lay empty and sealed off, although recent rumors suggest otherwise. The Dark Riders, Medivh's merciless relic hunters, gather powerful artifacts from the deepest corners of the Eastern Kingdoms. They're led by the gruesome lord Blackwall II, who possesses the legendary side of Illumina, the mythical instrument with which the bloodthirsty Worgen were summoned into Azeroth. Thus, the haunted halls are now filled with furry beasts, demons, and ghosts alike, all welcomed by the Karazhan steward Morose himself. Guarding the key to the upper chambers of the Forlorn Spire with his death, the Castellan won't allow any unwelcome guest to disturb his master's chambers. Otherworldly and dangerous, the denizens of the lower halls pale in terms of veracity and terror compared to whatever lurks in Medivh's abandoned library. Overflowing with the magic of the ley lines, the upper chambers are an unstable place that no sane mortal should ever set foot in. Whispers of raging arcane elementals, vengeful ghosts, and the specter of Medivh himself circulate amongst adventurers eager or greedy enough to venture into the mortifying tower of Karazhan. Are you amongst those foolish enough to enter?
Have you come seeking training in the ways of armed combat? The Alliance.
Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now, what can I help you with? See you later.
Just browsing my wares, or is there something specific I can help you find today? Have you come seeking training in the ways of armed combat?
Greetings, adventurers and shopaholics alike. Everlook Broadcasting Co. welcomes you to another round of splendid products and services. Get ready to be amazed as we unveil what Azeroth's entrepreneurial minds have concocted.
Greetings, guardians of the forest. Does the weight of your eternal watchfulness wear on your spirit? Seek solace in our starlight soothing salve. Infused with the shimmer of Alun's blessings, this salve rejuvenates both body and soul. After one application, you'll feel as radiant as the night sky itself. Note, side effects may include an overwhelming urge to sing ancient hymns under the moon. May the winds guide you, kin. Ever had that embarrassing moment when you accidentally sat on a tiny goblin because they're hard to spot? We've all been there. But don't worry, we've got a solution. It's called the Gobbler's Guardian Amulet. This enchanted piece of jewelry senses goblins nearby and gives you a gentle alert. It's your way to sidestep those awkward situations and keep your dignity intact while ensuring their little faces avoid being flat. With the Gobbler's Guardian Amulet,
You can confidently enjoy your time at the inn without the fear of squishing a goblin by mistake.
Listen up, warriors of the Horde. The Axe Grinder's Forge is where real weapons are born. Feel the heat, smell the sweat, and taste the power as our blacksmiths craft weapons worthy of a true orc. Swing them with pride on the battlefield and know the satisfaction of cutting through enemies like butter.